Hi Aries, my name is Tawana. Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a reading for whenever you come to it. I feel like everyone in the collective is on their own timeline by this point, so this is valid for whenever you see it. So let's jump in. First card we have is Higher Power. And for me, this card always talks about the divine intervention, God, source, Jesus, whatever you believe in, having a hand in something. And clarifying that, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. For some of you, this is going to be about money. This is going to be about a business, but for a large majority of you, I'm feeling this is about family. Beside that, we have the 8 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. And then we have the Lovers and the Knight of Cups. I think this is about approaching a situation outside of the Aries element, which is in a very loving, soft, gentle, empathetic way, which is what the Knight of Cups does. It's almost like there is divine intervention in a family situation or in a relationship, bringing together two people or a group of people. So here you are, looking at what you've invested in a situation so far, and how do you get from the 7 of Pentacles, which is you've put work into something, you have invested and sown seeds, but they haven't blossomed, they haven't bloomed, they haven't gotten to the completion point. So you're thinking, how do I get from investing all that I have and feeling like I'm not seeing any results to this point of everybody's happy, or I'm happy, or I feel like I've finally gotten the results that I want to finally achieve. I do think the Lovers here is signifying it's about your approach. It's almost like take another approach, Aries, take a gentler approach. If this is about a relationship dynamic or you coming together with a group of people or a particular person, it's about approaching it with your emotions, because Aries is very Martian. Aries is a doer. Aries takes action, and Aries is very blunt, to the point. Sometimes leaving the emotions on the back burner because they could just do it. They could just just get to the point. Let's just get there. But there is a situation where you're having to lead with your emotions, and that's how you get from this space of, oh, I've invested so much and I'm not seeing anything yet, and I would really like to get to the point where my investments are paying off. I feel like I've achieved this. I feel like everybody's good, everybody's happy. So if this is a family dynamic and you're trying to get the family together, or you're trying to get a particular relationship together, it's about this person or this situation needing you to be honest about how you really feel. That's how you get through it. The advice here is helpful people. And this card comes out when it's, for me, this card always talks about or guides and or helpers or ancestors or spirit guides or whatever you believe in, having a hand in a particular situation to work for your best interest. They're behind the scenes, And you may not know, for example, there are thoughts that we have at different points in our life, and we're always like, why am I thinking of that person? Or why is that on my mind? And it's your divine helpers who are putting those thoughts there. It's your divine helpers who are nudging you in a particular direction. So if you've been having thoughts of this person, this Two of Cups, something coming together, you wanting to be closer to someone, you wanting to bridge a gap or something like that, it's about taking an honest emotional approach in bridging that gap. And you're not thinking of it for no reason. You're thinking of it because your guides are helping you and helping the situation and all involved in that situation. All right, so moving on. We now have To the Sea. And this card talks about surrendering a lot of times and just going with the flow, which can be hard to do in a lot of instances. So there may be some kind of situation that's outside of your control, or you may feel like it's outside of your control. And we know Aries likes to be in control of whatever dynamics are going on in their life. So it feels like you're almost like spirit is taking the reins from you. If you're going in a particular direction right now in May, that's when I'm shooting this. If you feel like you don't have control of a situation, go with it. Just go with it. Surrender to it. Submit to it. We have the Temperance and the Strength card. So you're having to have patience and courage in a particular situation. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. So you're having to have patience, and patience, strength, fortitude, courage. And this could be about a give and take, an equal exchange with someone else that you're dealing with. We have the Two of Wands and the Queen of Cups, which I feel like this is a person, and this person is more emotional. This person is more empathetic, in touch with their feelings, in touch with the feelings of others. So maybe that's why the approach here was to take an empathetic approach, an approach that is feelings-based, because that's the kind of person you're dealing with. It feels like you don't want to surrender to something, or you don't want to do something, but the advice here is actually, if you do this thing, this is what brings the big happy changes that you want. Approaching a situation in a way that you're probably not comfortable in is actually going to be the best way to get the situation moving. So if you want a more equal exchange with someone, instead of blasting them, instead of however you would usually approach the situation, Aries, or think about what is comfortable for you, I do feel like the situation changes when you submit to accommodating the feelings of others, especially if you're dealing with a person like this Queen of Cups, who's very emotionally driven in their feelings, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because the Queen of Cups has his or her own strengths for particular situations. Every queen in the tarot is strong at something and weak at something. So even the Empress. So I do feel like you're having to be uncomfortable in a situation because you're dealing with somebody else. And it takes patience and it takes courage, and you probably don't want to have to wait, and you probably don't want to have to do something the way somebody else needs it to be done, but that's what's going to bring the changes that benefit all parties involved. If you're worried that this person isn't going to share with you, or if this person isn't going to give back to you the way you're giving to them, or if you're worried about this person not being open with you the way you are, or reciprocating with you in the way that you want them to reciprocate with you, the approach is to do it in this Knight of Cups kind of way. All right, and in the last row we have loyal heart. So you may be dealing with somebody who your heart feels loyalty to. And that's why you're being asked to kind of compromise. Compromise is the word that I kept getting when I was shuffling the cards. So compromise. That's the key word here. We have the High Priestess and the Two of Swords, which could mean sometimes that your intuition is blocked, or you are blocking your own intuition because you won't just listen to the first answer that comes up in your mind. Because a lot of times, like, the first thing that comes to mind is the thing to do, but you don't want to listen to the first thing or the thing to do because of your own ego, your own attachment to a particular way of being, or your own attachment to an outcome. I completely understand. We also have the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So this could be about a situation at home. This could be about a situation in your home life. Or this could just be you coming together with someone else. How do I bridge this gap to come together with this person? How do I bridge this gap to work well with this person? Because my heart feels loyal to them. That, as much I know, my heart feels loyal to this person. So how do we get over the hurdles to actually work together? How do we get over the hurdles of feeling abandoned and feeling isolated and get into a space of celebration, a space of success, a space of everybody's happy? It's by following your intuition and not restricting yourself or closing yourself off from certain things just because they feel uncomfortable to do or to say. The advice for this is remain positive. So I actually don't see anything negative here. I feel like this can be done. It's just about your approach and how willing you are, again, to compromise. So Aries, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this was helpful for you. And if it resonated, I would love to hear in the comments. And I will see you next time. Bye.